Alright, hey YouTube, it's been a while since I've done an update. I didn't do an update last week because of all the video footage I had uploaded from our Easter trip and all that. So I didn't want to overwhelm you, plus I had so many videos going up. So I just went ahead and didn't do an update last week. So this is going to be Jaden's 15-month, 3 weeks update and his 16-month update, all in one today. He is doing awesome. He is still in 12-month clothes. I know that sounds crazy. He's 16 months, but he still wears 12-month clothes. 18-month clothes are still too big. He can wear some 18-month onesies, but they're still has extra material, in between the legs. They're a little long, but if I put pants or shorts or something over it, you can't tell. And he's still in size 4 diapers. He's still in size 3 or 4 shoes, so he hasn't grown much. And as far as he goes, not much has changed on his motor skills and things like that. He's still doing the same things along those lines. No physical changes or anything like that, but he's getting a lot better with his language development. He's learned a lot of new words these past 2 weeks. He can say kisses, baby, shoes, he can say peace, and then along with all the other ones he already knew. So he is saying so many words. I tell him a word and tell him to repeat it back to me, and he tries. And he can say a lot of things. It's very surprising on how much he can actually say. Some things he won't come out and say on his own. I don't think he's ever just randomly said peace by himself. But if you tell him to say peace, he says it. But he does use please correctly. When he wants something, he does say please, and we don't have to tell him to say it. He goes ahead and says it by himself. And he'll ask for, food and things like that, verbally. Here he comes now. Come here. Come here. Come here. He's, started walking on his toes this week. I don't know why. On his tippy toes. Come here. No? Okay. But as far as any other development goes, I can't really think of anything. When we had a really good time on our trip, and he still got car sick. Unfortunately, he still gets car sick on long rides. There's really nothing we can do to prevent that. We've tried, but what we do is we have these bibs that we got from IKEA. They cover his arms and his whole body. So we put one of those on him over the straps of the car seat. That way, it makes cleanup easier. And I just kind of try to keep an eye on him, so when I think he's about to puke, I try to catch it as best as I can. But it's still an issue that we're facing. If anybody has any tips on how to prevent car sickness in toddlers on long car rides, feel free to, let me know any secrets you guys have. Any other developments, Thomas? Development he's done that he has never done before?
He came really close to running the other day.
He has came close to running. He still hasn't ever ran,
took off.
Yeah, took off. But he got really close this week, and he usually just walks really fast, but he's never actually ran yet. So.
Buddy, I'm gonna give you a bite. He went to weasel in
his teeth. He's got that full 16 set. We're just waiting on his 2-year molars. Have came in a lot. He's basically they're almost all completely in. He basically has a full set of teeth now, and that's great. The stain from the liquid vitamins is still on his one tooth. I don't think that's going to go away ever. And it's the only good thing that I can think of is he's not going to have those baby teeth forever. But it's not super noticeable. I don't think anyone has ever noticed it besides Thomas and I, unless we point it out. But if we don't point it out, people usually don't notice. It's not something that's bam, it's there. It's just real little, and it's one of those things that only a mom and dad really can tell and read about. And so yeah, on to cloth diapering. Cloth diapering has been going, it's kind of been back and forth. We've had some issues. So far, this is still my favorite, the Bum Genius diaper. It goes on just like a disposable. It has the Velcro. And I really like these. But this past week, we've had issues with them holding smells real bad. And I don't know why that is. But they've been holding smells. And they said that you can use bleach on them once a month. And we've only been using them, had been using them for a couple of weeks before they started holding smells. So I didn't want to resort to using bleach just yet. But we went ahead and did, and I just used a little teeny capful. A little tiny capful of bleach is all I use. And it helps with the smell a lot. Plus I put them out on the line and let them kind of air out, and that helps a lot too. I still like these best as far as fit goes. I overall really like these. I just don't like the way they hold smells, and we've had a couple leaking issues this week with them, and I guess we're going to have to start adding extra inserts in here. I didn't want to because of how, I like them for the thin fit, but, they're no good if they're not going to hold up to his key, so. And I don't know if that's because I washed them. I did a couple more washes on these, trying to get the smell out, and I don't know if I didn't rinse them quite enough and they have detergent buildup. But, so I may try stripping these next time I wash them to make sure that's not the cause of the leaking. But I mean, I guess Jaden's just a heavy wetter too, which is another problem. But these still, as of right now, are still my favorite. And Thomas likes these ones, the G diapers. That's the plastic liner, and we got our cloth liners for him. This is what it looks like. It's soft on this side and kind of rough on this side. The rough part goes into the cloth. I'll put it in here really fast.
You're stretching the truth, Jay. I like the disposable inserts.
Well, you like these the best out of the cloth.
Oh, yeah.
Thomas likes these the best out of the cloth. I'm not quite sure why, but he does.
It's easier.
So this is what it looks like with the cloth in there. And we haven't had too many leaking problems with these ones. It's very surprising how this thin insert, how absorbent it actually is. Plus, this, the way this liner is designed, it really holds in leaks a lot better than than I think than these sometimes when they get too full because of, because of the way the liner is made. So we've been using these a lot as well. These are good too. The G diapers. And then this one. I do not like this one any longer. It's the bum-ware all-in-one. It looks like this. I don't like it because it's not as soft on the outside as some of the others, like this one. It's not as soft, and we cannot put this on Jaden without putting the doubler in with it. Here's the doubler. And you're only supposed to have to use this for naps or bedtime, but we're having to use this just for regular daytime use too, because it's just not a very absorbent diaper. So as long as we put the doubler in it, like this, it works pretty good. But if you don't have this in there with it, then forget it. You're gonna get leaks. So there's that.